It's a new month and there are loads of exciting things happening in the art world. Let me share some of them with you. The Content, a group exhibition in Lagos which features a veteran artist. Then in another part of the commercial city, we see Gbemi's vision in color at her gallery, also in Lagos. To Ebele's paintings and portrait, which she calls Rhythms of Time. That and more when Art House returns in a moment. A warm welcome to the show. I'm Melinda Akinlami.
Our wordsmith for this week is by Chijioke Chidiebube Jr. called Assurance. Assurance. We are all looking for comfort, for peace and bliss, even when we fail or make mistakes, hence the attachments to people regardless of their inconsistencies and unfulfilled promises. When we falter and are at our all-time low, still holding on to our dreams and refusing to let go, looking for the light at the end of our dark and lonely tunnel, a positive word comes forth, making us feel better and all. That's our assurance. The warmth in the cold, the relief in distress, it could be from parents, siblings, friends, or strangers. It gives us a newfound belief when we are in danger of losing our focus and our hope when it all seems hopeless. The declaration of confidence in our vision and our able wingman on our quest and mission. That's our assurance.
Vision in Color is the first solo exhibition by this female artist at the Sweet Art Studio in Lagos. But beyond the exhibits, there's also a sip and paint party taking place on the sidelines.
The orange-colored smiley with blue strokes aptly captures how the artist Gbemi Falaye feels about this solo show, which is her first.
A vision in colors is basically what I see when I see anything. Yeah, so it's like me representing my perception of the world. So when you look at all the artworks here, you see everything from plants to humans to buildings, to whatever it is that comes to mind too. You understand? So it's like this is what the artist sees. And when you look at it, truly, they are all colorful. Yeah, so this is my vision in colors.
A wide range of cultural, social and communal issues find expression in the other works of art displayed in this studio, with facial expressions that capture the mood of the people to lift the hearts of prospective visitors.
Whoever it is that just wants to see something to cheer them up or something different, you come in here and just look at art, look at colors, look at the things around you, but that you are not actually seeing. You come here and you just develop a different kind of open mind that, okay, the world isn't actually so bad, because everything here, trust me, it didn't come from my mind. It came from what I saw. So they're out there around us. Yeah, so we'll be having art lessons here. If you're interested to paint, if you're interested to learn how to paint, or if you already do but you want to know more, this is the place. Or you just want to come and sip and paint, like this is the in thing now. Yeah, but in this environment, which will further boost your creativity.
It moves beyond the walls to wearable art as these clothings, which are embedded with the beauty of tradition, move from just being paintings to textile art, all revealing the variety of ingenuity.
Initially, I thought I had to stick to one particular medium, but as time went on, I realized that I had a very broad mind and my perception varies from different things to different things, and I don't think there's a better way to represent colors than to actually use different mediums to represent them. I can't say I love charcoal and I want to use charcoal to represent colors. So in as much as I love using charcoal to draw and paint, I can't use them to truly represent what I have in mind. So I go from acrylic to oil painting to pastels. Then sometimes I come back to charcoal. So I basically use a lot of mediums. Whatever comes to mind, when you look around, you see works ranging from charcoal to acrylic to pastel to oil to pencil colors to watercolors. So when I have an idea in mind, I instantly know what medium I can use to really represent it. So that's how it works for me.
Then these mini canvases and easels are just showing that joy of creation as this artist hopes to draw more people into this wonderful world of the arts.
Really nice live drawing session there and painting session as well. It makes you better appreciate the works of art when you see them. Now let's move to another part of the metropolis where an exhibition of paintings and portraits were done at the Didi Museum called Rhythms of Time.
This artist's love for art, which began in her childhood, is displayed in her first solo exhibition titled Rhythms of Time, which held at the Didi Museum in Lagos. The title is also an expression of that youthful passion.
Even before I entered primary school, most times I will draw on the ground. And when adults, when they come, they will be asking, who did this? I say it's me. Nobody has believed that it was me. But I knew that I did it. So I continued like that. I couldn't have one love for art, even when I entered secondary school.
Through the work, you find that she has a blend of two different schools of thought, or two different art schools, you know, the Yabatek Art School and the Ife Art School. And that in essence tells you the story, you know, of Mrs. Sukwebo, because she went through the tutelage of Yaba College of Technology for her general studies in art before proceeding to Ife, the great Ife, Obafemi Awolowo University, for her first degree in art. So she has a blend. If you look through her work, you find realism in some, and then some you find representation through other means. You know, so she's a blend of both schools.
That movement and progression in her artistic journey has been captured in the works of art showcased here, which reveals that never-ending motion.
So, Rhythms of Time is when something is moving, maybe it starts from somewhere. It starts to graduate to get to somewhere. But in art, I believe that it will never have an end. It will continue like that.
what we have on the stand are 35 paintings altogether, comprising of paintings and portraits. The title of the exhibition, has been publicized widely, is Rhythms of Time. Rhythms of Time, encompasses the experiences that Mrs. Ugwegwu has gone through, all through her life, so to say. And when you look at the pictures, they tell different stories, and that's the rhythm we are referring to. Different stories of her childhood, of her village life, of her experiences with people. And when you look through the portraits that you also find there are different people that have meant different things to her, in her life's journey.
It's impressive, pleasant surprises. That's the much I could say. Because I appreciated the work, the artistry, more the creativeness in the design of some of the artwork. And that's what makes an artwork interesting. There's some creativity, communication. So I could view that, I could see that some of the artwork that he did.
Fantastic artwork. I'm only not happy because I didn't see my portrait here. But the ones I saw, some of my church members, I don't need to look 2 times to identify them. Beautiful handwork, beautiful portraits, beautiful painting. I am pleased as a guest here today.
The artist explains how she has reflected this in the exhibition, beginning from the title piece, which is part of the 35 paintings and portraits displayed.
This one I gave that title, Rhythms of Time. This man is like, when he was born, he was so happy. But when he started growing, he started having tangles, so many worries, so many things disturbing him. And if you look at him there where he was lying down, it's like so many things are going on in his mind. And when you look at the painting, you will see many faces, you will see different moods, you will see a lot of you see some kind of happiness, you see some kind of sorrows. So just this world, when you came into this world, you don't know what you are coming to meet. You don't know what you are coming to become until when it happens.
This professional artist with a bias in painting is a graduate of arts from both the Yaba College of Technology, Lagos, and the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osun State.
Interesting one there. Now let's take a moment on the program. When we return, a group exhibition. You won't want to miss that one, so join us again. These are the works of art you sent in this week. Let's begin with this work done by Ibrahim Gafar called Expensive Kiss. It's done with metal scraps. He says it's good to love and be loved, especially during this season that we're counting down to Christmas. Then Jack Blackburn has Woman with a Red Necklace. It's an acrylic on canvas piece. Kehinde Joseph has Against All Odds, done with mixed media. Then Tomiwa Adelagun has Lost in Thought. It's a hand-painted work. Then this mixed media work is done by Yetunyo Ente. It's called The Feast. Ethos is a pen on paper work done by Wakil Falano. Black Beauty is a pen and charcoal drawing done by Zoc Art. The Rich and Famous is an oil on chipboard work done by Chris Ogebo. Then Gaze is a mixed media on board work of art done by Olaiton. Uche Obasi has the bonding done with mixed media on canvas. Then we wrap it up with this work done by Oyebode Balogun. It's a handmade card. He's spreading some Christmas cheer with this card called Joy. And that's how we wrap up this week's Works of Art segment. And we do encourage you to keep them coming and send those Christmassy themes so that we can begin to spread that Christmas cheer like Oyebode.
We have an enviable, yet to be fully harnessed cultural and artistic heritage.
The content is the second Hamilton edition, and it features works of art done by several artists, including veteran Bruce Onogbaikpeya.
Six artists: Wande George, Segun Ayeson, Hamid Ibrahim, Clara Aiden, Emeka Nwagbara, and Elizabeth Ekpetosin bring their different styles, techniques, and media to the Adam and Eve space in Lagos for this exhibition tagged The Content, which is the second Harmattan series, but veteran artists Bruce Onogbaikpeya and Lekan Onobanjo add spice to this collection.
We decided to do this because of the complaints we'll be having severally that we only exhibit the masters and the old hands. But today, we decided to say, okay, fine, let's exhibit younger artists and then mix it up with one or two old ones, so that the whole thing can be very interesting.
I personally picked the works because I felt drawn to the work. And they are all very different people. Even when you look at Emeka Nwagbara, for instance, he's here with 5 works, 2 very different from the other 3. You could almost say not the same artist, but each beautiful in its own way. Can you look at Clara Aiden's work? Very touching. And look at Ayeson. You can see the power in the woman, the royalty in the man. And look at Hamid Ibrahim. And then what Lekan Onobanjo has come out with this time.
The artists take time to explain their inspiration and the stories behind each work of art.
This works here, this pair of works, the medium is called pretextura, which is a proprietary material. The idea is for it to look like a sculpture on a canvas, Now this one here deals with the issue of abuse, girl-child abuse. So now this is a girl who's had a lot of experiences, negative experiences while she was growing up. And now she's grown. The scarifications on her body are indication of all the batteries and abuses that she's gone through in life. And you can see the longing in her eyes for help, for a kind of closure.
The very work behind me here is about sisters. I call this style handscape. It's actually using the hand formation to form images. On this particular case, I was trying to form images of faces, and I decided to do sisters. Now, basically, what is this work all about? It's about me communicating to the audience or whoever is looking at my works about how the hand has become a veritable tool in the hand of an artist to communicate feelings, emotions.
Some of them have drawn strength from their period in isolation during the COVID-19 national lockdown.
My work takes a critical look at social, political, and culture with profound emphasis on female gender identity. My works for these exhibitions are reflections of things I feel, emotions, gestures, actions that I experience during the COVID-19 and also after the COVID-19 lockdown. And with a very deep understanding about what it means to be in isolation and have hope for a better tomorrow, hope for a better future, in the sense that it will give you the time to reflect that fine, you might be in a situation, you might be in an area or in a space in which you feel you are being subjected to some certain things that you don't even feel you can endure. But with the kind of experience we have, I just feel that there's a need for us to have a kind of reflections on what we have experienced and what we hope to have in the future.
The over 40 images displayed give the audience a variety of angles to enjoy creativity through diverse artistic expressions with deep content.
And for what to expect next time you tune in, take a look.
Coming up on Art House. Escapism is a group exhibition by 5 amazing artists at Art Pantheon Gallery. Then we move to the KO Gallery for Chike Obiagu art exhibition titled Cogitations. To this grand opening exhibition tagged After Nature by 3 artists. To enjoy that and more, tune into Art House. Visit our YouTube page to see all other editions of the program.
Your Art House experience doesn't have to end when the show is not on television. Interact with us on our various social media platforms. See any edition of Art House on our website or YouTube page. Join our very interactive Facebook page by joining the group on Art House on Channels. We're everywhere.
That's how we draw the curtain on the program today. Thank you so much for being a part of it. And do remember that the conversation continues next time. It's a countdown to Christmas and it's official because it's a new month of December. So remember, spread some cheer and do stay safe.